Vape car. Vape car. God. Okay. Fine. We'll check out vape car. What the fuck? What is this? What is this vehicle?
Right guys, I'm pretty certain I've found the perfect car to power from disposable vape batteries.
Car's very loose here. What are we talking here? Like 13 horsepower?
Behold, the Reaver G-Wiz.
Ooh.
Do not try anything I show in this video, obviously.
Unfortunately, we seem to live in some crazy dystopia.
Yeah, this is the guy who made a vape house.
Buying these single-use devices and then chucking them away is completely normal.
Single-use device that has a USB-C port and a fucking microcontroller. How do you have a single... Again, I talked about this in the last time we saw him. How is it legal to have a single-use device with a USB-C port and a microcontroller? Even some of them, let's just say, some of them don't have a USB-C port. They have a microcontroller. What fucking world is a device with a microcontroller a single-use device?
Despite them having fully rechargeable lithium-ion cells
Also, yeah, that as well.
inside of them, at its peak, we were chucking away over 1 million of them per day in the UK.
So to raise awareness of this ridiculous source of e-waste, I've been building increasingly larger things using these
Increasingly more dangerous things.
cells. So we started small with these little power banks. They went a bit bigger and made an e-bike battery from them. And finally, we've ended up with this massive power wall made from 500 vape cells that's actually powering this workshop right now. And since you lot have been asking for it, I have been crunching the numbers and I am pretty sure we can power a road legal electric vehicle from disposable vape cells.
Okay, quick recap. So in the last video, we managed to get our hands on 500 discarded disposable vapes.
Yes.
We took out all of the cells, we tested them all to find the nice healthy ones, and combined them together in these 3D printed modular rows. We then made 14 of these modular rows, put them in series, and ended up with a 50 volt massive battery pack.
This is like Uwo's lab if he actually cared about engineering standards. For example, let me just show you the Uwo's lab comparison. So this is somewhat sensible engineering, and this is Uwo's lab engineering.
Previously on Uwo's Lab.
Or Uwo's lab. Uwu's lab, that's his name.
24 outlets is not enough. Any electricians in chat, can you tell me if this is up to code or not?
Let me just jump ahead in this one. I think we watched this one, actually. This thing was so fucking stupid. He still has it and uses it, by the way.
Outlets? Count again, motherfucker! You missed the last two. Sorry. Let's try it again.
Anyway, moving away from that.
This thing was an absolute unit. It worked perfectly. It took this whole workshop off grid and even powered my entire house.
And honestly, having this power wall already built for us is going to be an absolute godsend. So you might think that we'll need to make a new battery pack completely from scratch to power a car. But if we use the G-Wiz, that won't be the case. Let me explain.
So you may have not even heard of the G-Wiz, and this thing is basically a tiny little electric vehicle from the early 2000s, so it was actually way ahead of its time. But it might have been too far ahead of its time, because the early technology in it caused it to be regarded as one of the world's worst cars. So this thing has got an absolute...
Really? One of the world's worst cars? Worse than... Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, here we go. Worse than the communist car, the Trabant.
Absolutely monstrous 17 horsepower motor.
Oh, 17 horses? Wow, I undershot it. I said 13.
It weighs about 400 kilograms when you're not...
Wait, if it's 400... Sorry. Bench press world record. 355 kilos. Just about 40 kilos more, and someone... If this thing was just a little bit lighter, maybe you took the battery pack out, you could actually... The world's strongest man could bench press this.
Not got any batteries in it. It's got a 0 to 60. It weighs about 400 kilograms when you've not got any batteries in it.
Oh. Okay, maybe you gotta remove the wheels then.
It's got a 0 to 60 in infinity seconds because it tops out at 50 if you're lucky.
And somehow they even squeezed 4 seats in here.
That's actually impressive. How do you get to them?
So why am I using this particular car?
Well, technically, there's only 2 things stopping me from using a Tesla or a Porsche, and that is money and my sanity. You see, a standard Tesla Model 3 has a battery capacity of 60 kilowatt hours, which is actually pretty bloody enormous when we compare it to the size of our disposable Vape Powerwall battery, which only has 2.5 kilowatt hours. And it took us 500 large disposable vape cells and 6 months of time to make the Powerwall battery pack. So we can confidently say that we would need at least 12,000 vape cells and an extra
12,000 good vape cells, so who knows how many total vapes.
Extrapolated 12 years for me to make an equivalent Tesla battery pack. But technically we don't have to make the full-size battery pack, right?
Sure.
Well, almost all modern EVs have a battery voltage of at least 400 volts, which would be incredibly spooky to build from vape cells, and they also have pretty complex and sophisticated battery management systems. So getting it to work with modern cars would be possible, but not really feasible.
Right.
And that's where this beautiful vehicle comes in. Because back in the early 2000s, the batteries were crap and electric vehicles were unbelievably simple. So this thing ran from a 48 volt battery pack made from a bunch of lead acid batteries. You know, the type that are super heavy that we use in our combustion engine vehicles. And all these were originally stuffed under the seats down here. And because this thing was made for 48 volt battery packs and the Vape Powerwall was 50 volts, I'm pretty sure we can plug it into this thing and it should somewhat blindly accept it. Well, it might not be that simple, but you get the idea.
Obviously, we can't really use the pack exactly as it is because we're going to be drawing.
I don't know if he's gonna have problems going from lead acid to lithium, but you're probably gonna have problems going from lead acid to lithium. What car is this again? A piece of shit. This is the G-Wiz, the G-Wiz car. It's an Indian car. How much did it sell for? What did it retail at? Retail. What did it retail at? They sold about 4,600. Wow, that's actually impressive. It was ahead of its time. It was also called the Rev AI. Ooh, the Rev AI. Price, here we go. £10,000 in the UK in 2001 to 2019. That actually would be... You can get good cars for that price back then. Safety concerns. Europe considers it a heavy quadricycle. They don't even consider it a car. Nah, man, that's cooked. A fatal accident in London occurred between a G-Wiz and a Skoda Octavia. Okay, sorry, I thought it was one of the smaller Skodas. Yeah, I can see why you would die in this thing. It had front disc brakes. Okay. It was a fucking... This isn't a car. This is a fucking motorbike with a hood.
That simple, but you get the idea.
Obviously, we can't really use the pack exactly as it is because we're going to be drawing a hell of a lot of continuous power from this thing, and it's probably going to be rattling around a lot. So I think we should get started with whipping up a solid enclosure for it.
Right, what do you reckon then, Max?
It's not exactly structurally sound, and the electronics are quite exposed. How about a big aluminium box?
Yeah, let's do it.
There's no need to reinvent the wheel with this thing. We've just got some big aluminium panels that we're going to weld together and some bolt holes in the side which will hold the vape battery in place. This welder is an absolute bloody monster and draws loads of power, so I'm running it off the grid right now, but I'm convinced the vape Powerwall might be able to power it.
What do you reckon, Max? Yeah, let's
God
give it a go.
fucking damn it.
In case you didn't see the previous video, we plugged the disposable vape Powerwall into this thing called an inverter. This converts the 48 volt DC into 240 volt AC, which is exactly what a house needs. I've disconnected the workshop from the grid here, and I can flip this switch to feed in power from the inverter. So hopefully we can power the welder with the vape cells.
There we go. Vape power activated.
Ready?
Let's turn her on. There we go.
Didn't flip just yet.
Yeah, turned on. All of vape power.
Oh no. Right, let's lay down some weld.
Let's see if this thing can do it. Oh, that's a lot of power.
What did it draw?
Like 60 amps?
I am honestly impressed
Well,
by this.
there we go. The vape pack is literally upgrading itself now.
That was a pretty solid weld. Okay.
Oh, look at that. This thing's going to be the Cybertruck of vape batteries, but hopefully a lot more reliable.
So before I get this thing mounted in the enclosure, there is at least one more upgrade that I'd like to do.
Okay.
So I ended up getting bombarded with comments worrying about this thing's safety. And I think
I wonder why! You have a lithium bomb right here.
that is really fair because these vape cells were definitely not built for the crazy things that we're throwing at them. But I tell you what, I'm actually pretty confident in the safety of this pack. Basically, there's three main reasons why a lithium-ion battery might go up in flames. Number one is physical punctures or the cell being pushed.
Yes.
Number two is the cell being overcharged, so the voltage gets too high. And number three is the cell working too hard and getting too hot. We've already tackled all three of these. So we've now got that nice enclosure which is going to keep these cells physically safe. And when we built this thing, we put a battery management system on it, which is going to monitor all the voltages, and it physically won't allow us to overcharge the cells. And then also, we made sure that we put fuses on every single cell in this battery pack. So if we draw too much current or they get short-circuited, before the cells can work so hard that they end up going up in flames, the fuses will pop, meaning that we'll protect the cells from over temperature. But to be absolutely certain, I've got myself a whole bunch of temperature probes, so we can dot these all around the battery pack, and we'll know in real time if anything's getting a bit too hot for our liking. So I've whipped up some code on this microcontroller, which will let us plug in a bunch of these probes and read out their temperatures. And yes, it is 4 degrees Celsius in the workshop right now. I've also programmed it to sound a buzzer if any of the temperatures get above 35 degrees, so we'll definitely know if things are getting too toasty.
Okay.
This microcontroller can also be powered via a small external lithium battery, so we can actually have this powered via a separate vape.
Shut up!
Can also be powered via a small external lithium battery, so we can actually have this powered via a separate vape cell too. So I'm just going to give the battery pack a full teardown for these upgrades and to see how well it's held up since the last video. Now we can see that the previous installation wasn't very good and is already peeling up. And
By the way, this camera is also powered by Vape. Is he Australian? No, this is a Brit.
also some of the connections are coming loose, so it's certainly time for a bit of a refurb. What I'll do is we'll cover the cells with silicone to help with the vibration and also hopefully properly adhere the new layer of Kapton tape. Then on the bottom bus bar, I'm adding a thermal pad which will be used to stick down this row's temperature probe. So hopefully we'll be able to see the temperature that's being conducted from the cells. And then I'll do this again for the other 13 rows. And just
I don't know UK accents, but I assume there is a variant of the accent with that as well. My housemate just sent me a picture. Let me show you the picture. So, actually, you know what? I'll show you the picture of his fucking desk first. This, look at this fucking mess. But no, this is what he wanted to show me. He has 64 gigs of RAM, by the way. Here's the same RAM that I have. Notice all of this. Where is it? All of this. And all of this. And also running Factorio on windowed mode for some fucking psychotic reason. He probably has a good 300 tabs open. Yeah, Windows, yes. Windows.
Just for good measure, I'll be doubling up the insulation this time.
He's on Windows 11.
Then we connect each row back together in series to add up their individual voltages to get our 50 volt.
He probably also has additional browser windows open, so there's probably another couple hundred tabs open somewhere. He's also probably running another game as well.
Volt total. And before we get screwing the frames back together, I'll be adding some foam padding just to help support all the rows. Yep, there we are. This insulation is now way more secure. And now I'm going to tap an M6 thread into the extrusion frame so we can bolt it to the enclosure. But of course, it's always inevitable that you'll end up snapping some tab bits. Now we clip back in all of the battery management system cables.
What's strange is I have... he has Resident Evil 2 Remake open as well. So he has Factorio, probably a good 200, 300 tabs, and Resident Evil 2 Remake. Yeah. And also he's on Windows 11. So it's probably running a bunch of bullshit in the background as well.
And we also add some insulation to the inside of the enclosure, because the last thing we want is a short circuit being caused by a loose wire against the enclosure itself. Then the two halves of the battery pack are bolted to the enclosure using an overkill number of bolts.
Gotta make sure it stays secure.
And we add the 125 amp fuse right to the bottom here so that we can swap it out nice and easily if it ends up popping.
Jesus.
And then we get the final
Christ.
wires for the battery management system hooked up.
Alright, so we've got the battery management system wired up again. Let's just quickly test if it's all working. Yep, here we go. Everything's looking pretty healthy. And yeah, all the cell voltages look fine.
Why is that one
needs a bit of a
red?
charge, but apart from that, that is looking absolutely spot on. So now all we need to do is wire up the microcontroller to all the thermo probes, and this absolute monolith of a battery is ready to be put in the car.
This fucking thing, man. This fucking thing.
A quick moment to talk about something really cool. So when it comes to building a project like this, it always boils down to coming up with a bonkers engineering idea and actually making it real. And that's exactly why I've partnered with AnyDesk, because they're kicking off their AnyDesk Science Sponsorship Program. They're calling on you lot to submit your wildest engineering and science ideas.
Can you find that Reddit post about a guy complaining about his Firefox tabs? I know the one you're talking about, but I don't remember the context.
Along with your favourite creator, and AnyDesk will come along, they'll bring the funding, they'll work with them to actually bring it to life. Nothing's off the table here as long as you think it's possible. I mean, look what we're trying to pull off, and at the end of the day, this was a suggestion by one of you guys. Think of it how Red Bull sponsors a bunch of extreme sports and funds some insane
This is certainly an extreme sport.
stunts. Well, that's exactly what AnyDesk are doing,
You're not wrong.
except in the space of engineering and science, which I think is pretty bloody sick. You just need to head to anydesk.com/science. Suggest your creator and a mental project idea, and AnyDesk will look at making it happen. And honestly, their remote desktop app has made this project so much easier. You see, my main CAD workstation is in the office, but I do most of the actual building and designing out here in the workshop. Remote access lets me instantly access the
Oh, wait.
office, but I do most of the actual building and designing out here in the workshop.
Based? Based? Actually, did not expect to see that here.
Remote access lets me instantly access the power of my office PC on this weak little laptop out here. Plus I can ping off and monitor my 3D prints from anywhere that's got an internet connection. So head to the description to check out AnyDesk's science sponsorship program, and of course to download AnyDesk yourself. Now back to the build. Let's have a look at the electronics for
Outdated mint, but still. It exists to remote. It probably doesn't even have like a outward internet connection. It exists to remote into his other machine.
the whiz and see what we need to actually change to get this running. So we can see that we've got the negative and positive power cables from the old batteries, and that actually runs underneath the rear seats. So that means under here is where all of the power electronics live. So let's get these seats taken out and have a look.
Alright, so the inside of this car is actually really, really interesting. So we know that we get our 48 volts from these two wires here, and we can see that we've got the negative here, positive, and the positive goes through this, which
Is that the post you're thinking of? Let's have a look. Over the years, I've accumulated 3,800k tabs. Or 3.8k tabs in Firefox. I'm one of those people who never closes their browser tabs. You're insane. Genuinely insane. Just, like, what that also tells me is you don't restart your system either, because sometimes Firefox will just forget your tabs. I get lost if I have more than 10 open. I tend to group, so the most tabs I have open, usually when I'm researching for a video, and I will group them into windows, right? So I don't use tab groups, I just open a Firefox window, and then all of my research is in that window, so it doesn't confuse with anything else.
which is a contactor, which is essentially an electromagnetic switch. So when you turn on the key in the ignition, this contactor closes, allowing the power to flow through here and into this. Now this is called an inverter, and essentially takes our 48 volt DC and turns it into 3-phase AC on these 3 terminals. This flows through here, which go to the motor underneath the car. That's basically it, really. So I'm really hoping that when it comes to actually powering
That is way simpler than a modern electric car.
the car to drive it, all we need to do is connect the Vape battery pack to these 2 lines, and most of the stuff should just work as is. But there also used to be a charger unit here, and that just allowed you to charge the car, you know, from mains. Also, it had a 12 volt DC-DC converter in it, and basically that took in the 48 volts from here and also converted it into a separate 12 volts to power all of the extra stuff, such as your headlights, your windscreen wipers, your horn. So we're gonna need a replacement for that. So I've got myself this, which is a nice little DC-DC converter that takes in 48 volts and outputs 12 volts. So hopefully we can wire this in, we'll get our 12 volts, and then we can power everything else that we need, and everything should be ready to plug it in and go for a drive.
Should not explode.
So there is something I'm a bit concerned about, and that is that the fuses will probably start popping once the battery pack draws more than 120 amps. But this car is capable of drawing about 350 if you really push it. So if I press the accelerator a bit too hard, it would write off the battery pack, and that would be it. So we need to figure out a way to limit the car.
Well, luckily for us, the inverter is programmable, so I've whipped up this cable which will let me plug it into a PC. And this car actually has a boost mode, so I'll reprogram this boost...
Boost mode? It doesn't go faster than 50 k's an hour. What do you mean, boost mode?
Profile to instead limit the power for us. So I'm just going to extend the power cables a bit, and then I'm going to add this big circuit breaker, which is going to act as an extra bit of protection just in case anything goes wrong and a short circuit occurs.
Right, so I think it's time to finally plug this thing into the car now. Yep, here we are. We can see power being drawn from the battery pack by the car. So everything should theoretically be working now. Yes, right, the hazard's good. Oh yes, look at that. This is a bit dodgy, but shall we see if it moves?
So I'm going to take it very easy because we obviously do not have much slag.
But if we put it into gear... Yes! This thing actually drives! Yeah, it can reverse as well.
Oh my god.
Right, let's get this thing put inside of here. So you might be wondering how we actually plan to charge this battery pack. Well, over the last year, I've been building this little thing, which lets us charge e-bikes and e-scooters using standard USB-C fast chargers. And I'm pretty certain...
How much power do you get out of USB-C fast charging? Surely it's not that much.
It should be compatible with the Vape battery pack.
So here we've got a standard MacBook charger, and if we plug this in, there we go.
Oh, you plug it in when clearly it's fucking raining.
Now I've whipped up this little adapter, which lets us plug it straight into the Vape battery pack. And there we go, 138 watts of charging.
God.
Not bad. So that makes this not
Yes,
only
it actually is. No, I just saw a spot on there. It is actually just raining right now.
the world's first disposable vape-powered car, but the world's first USB-C charged car. Pretty decent.
So if you're looking for something like this to charge your e-bike or e-scooter and want to further support the channel, then you can check out my website for it in the description.
Right, so we've towed the car
Fucking
out, and I
Christ.
think it's now time to plug this thing in. Now, if we flip the circuit breaker, car's powered up, contactor closed. I think it's time to take it for a spin. Right, it's certainly a bit cozy now, so let's get the wide-angle lens on. So we've got Evie on the camera. You're also
Yes. Not focused at
ready
all.
on the circuit breaker in case anything goes wrong. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
But yeah, everything is all powered up. I've got my phone monitoring the battery management system data, and we want to make sure that
I love
doesn't get
having-
less than
oh, there we
minus
go.
100 amps. So putting it in
There
boost
we go,
mode,
now we're back.
aka low power mode.
If he waited till it wasn't ready, he might have waited 3 months. Fair?
Oh, there we go. All right. Look at that. Yep, drawing like 1.6 kilowatts ish.
Oh my god. It's a
That is all right.
it's
isn't
a
it?
car.
This is not too bad, you know. So we're going about 15 miles an hour at the moment. Drawing 60
Oh,
amps.
miles
In a
ago.
second,
Okay,
we're
yeah.
going to pull to the side. We're just going to see how the temperature's doing. We are definitely going to be pushing the battery pack to the most it's ever been pushed. So the thing is about this, it's not going to be very fast. I mean, we can draw maybe at the most 5 kilowatts. And when you think of it, like Teslas and stuff, they can do 100, 200 kilowatts. But what they can't say is that they're powered by literal recycled electronic cigarette batteries. So I think we've got that on them. I've just booted up our little temperature monitor. Everything's looking good. We're at like 7 or 8 degrees on every row. Going to be
Okay.
taking a good eye on that. Yeah, that's all right. We've got something that's 11 degrees in there, so we're definitely getting some heating going on. I'm pretty happy with that.
That's honestly insane, man. That's fucking crazy.
Before I get a million comments about this, this is fully insured, and the insurance knows completely what I'm doing. But because of that, this project has actually started to get quite expensive. So if you could subscribe, that would be great. Because only 1.8% of you who watched the last video subscribed, and it does really help the channel.
Congrats, Brodie. Services archive for Reddit brain rot. Oh.
Tell you what, this
How does he get insured on that? You pay them a lot of money, that's how.
is genuinely going faster than I thought it would do. And we've not even like put the accelerator all the way to the floor. I don't want to push my luck just yet. I'm going to capture the dash. Let's see how many beans we can get out of this thing. Yes, 20.
Oh, 20?
25. I tell you what, it feels so much faster. Sorry, what do you reckon to this car, man?
So this car has impressed me so far. It's got decent suspension. I don't feel much of this
I don't...
potholes. Impressed me so far. It's got decent suspension. I don't feel much of this potholes.
Are you sure?
Believe it or not. Believe it or not. We've got clearance issues on the battery pack. Yeah.
All right, so one thing I've already noticed while driving along is row number 6 has got a significantly lower voltage than all the other rows. And the main issue with that, once row number 6 runs out, even if all the others still have charge, the battery management system's going to see that cell's gone flat, and it's going to cut it all off. So the whole battery life of our battery pack depends on the weakest cell. I'm going to try and get a bit of speed going now. When I put on the brakes, we should actually see a bit of regenerative braking happening. We'll see how fast we can get first. So we're at 30. Getting to 35. Okay, I'm going to have to brake. Right, now let's see that. Yes! Look at that! So we're getting 10 amps of regenerative braking.
Wow!
So we're literally recharging our disposable vape batteries using gravity now. Well, using gravity and momentum, I guess. But yeah, this is
Yo,
great. This is
hello,
unbelievable.
hello.
And I just can't believe this car has just accepted.
This is a... Car is a loose definition. It has 17 horsepower, and the Europe and Europe defines it as a quad bike, but a car powered by vape batteries.
This crazy Frankenstein battery that I've just slapped straight in it. Right, a 40 zone, now that is more like it.
12 degrees so far.
12 degrees. It's chilling.
It's alive,
There's nothing
impressively.
hotter than 12 degrees in here.
I bet that none of the 500 people who smoked them vapes ever expected their vapes to be literally powering my house and now powering my car. It's absolutely crazy, isn't it? I kind of want to prove that using the power of disposable vapes, I can do like a pretty standard daily drive. So I reckon I'm going to get some food, maybe do a little bit of a shop, and see where the roads take us.
This thing is a miracle. It really is, though.
See how much boot space we can really use in here.
Yeah, it's nice and spacious. One thing about this vehicle, isn't it? Here we go. The golden arches.
Oh!
Could I have 2 wrap of the days, please, as a meal with vanilla milkshake?
Thank you, driving to my finger, please.
Cool, cheers.
The
So
fuck
there
is
you
a
go,
wrap of the
using
day?
disposable vapes. You can totally go and grab a bite to eat. I love it how like close you are to like see it. Because if I was like 6 foot, I would literally be like that. Hello. What do you think to the car?
I actually love it.
It's great, isn't it? Right, let me see if I can get a bit closer. Thank you. Why can't I drive?
Oh,
There we go.
oh.
Hello. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's got cup holders!
Actually made for it.
Oh shit, that's such an upgrade.
Yeah, this car is amazing, man. I absolutely love it.
So we're gonna do B&M, get some stuff.
Yeah, so I might like maybe buy some tools or something and see where the road takes us.
Yeah. Alright, could you flip the circuit breaker for me, please, again, sir? There we go. Fucking loaded.
Your car is like fucking. Your. What is.
Fucking loaded.
Come on! Your car is like 1 meter wide. How are you this bad at parking? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I hate you so much. Just pick it up and move it.
Yeah, I need some extra storage for the workshop. I'll do the trick. Yeah, there's really no boot space in there, is there? Yeah.
Hey!
Not going in there either. There we go.
Snug.
Perfect. Yeah, meant to be.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Temperature's looking alright.
It's quite cool that you can see the little hot spots on the
On the actual cells, yeah, you can see where the heat's coming. 11 to 13 degrees.
Oh, man. 420 amps.
Oh, it's a hill!
100 amps continuous. Oh, this is risky. Oh, it's struggling. It is certainly struggling. Oh no, I think we're forming a bit of a traffic jam. Yes, here we go, the open roads. Yeah, we've broken 30 miles an hour. 35.
Everyone hates you right now.
Still at 14 degrees temperature.
Yeah, 90 to 100 amps continuous. From a battery pack from disposable vapes, it's something I genuinely thought I would have never been able to build. Although I tell you what, loads of voltage sag.
Yep,
And if that continues, the car is going to run out of battery prematurely.
So we just parked up for a better look at the temperatures. You can certainly see the cells are
It's
heating
getting
up.
a bit
so we're
warm.
at 19 degrees. But I mean, that's still fine. I mean, you'd think if it was just a hot day, that would still be below ambient. Given that we've just been blasting it.
If it was a hot day, this would be running at like 35 degrees. It's only cool because it's 6 degrees outside.
100 or so amps for 10 minutes or so. I think it's doing really, really well.
I'm waiting for it to just stop. I am waiting for it to break down.
I think it's time to see if these wipers work. Yeah.
You might need some new rubber on them.
This thing.
Oh, I don't like that sound.
Right, it's getting kind of dark now, so I think it's time to see how the headlights fare. Now this might draw a bit of extra energy, but it's definitely a necessity. There we go.
Immediately shuts down.
Negligible energy, that's fine. Only a couple 100 watts. Okay. I'm a bit worried about this hill, guys. Come on, momentum. 130! Oh my god.
Woo!
Was it 130?
130 amps it got to then.
I don't think this thing to MF goes.
So much energy right now.
112 amps.
This is brutal.
Yeah, this is a big hill.
I'm going to have to take this extra slow. Oof, that was 150 amps.
Yeah.
Oh my. Right, I've got to be gentle on this throttle. Yeah, battery pack's getting toasty. It's not set off any of my temperature alarms. Luckily we're on the flat now, so we're going to be taking it easy. So something I've just realised is cell number 12, look at that, 3.2 volts, that is significantly below any of the other cells, and the car is probably going to cut off very, very soon. So we've done a good 17 miles range, which is actually much more than I predicted, but
I think it means just like it's getting overcast.
I think we're on our last legs now.
2.98, 2.9.
Well, I guess it's raining as well.
Okay, I think when it gets under that... Oh!
Have we lost power?
Yep. Yeah, we've completely lost power. Yeah, even the hazards aren't working. Gee-whiz, the backup car, we've lost power.
Roger that.
Well, there you go. Turns out you absolutely can power your daily drive from free discarded disposable vape batteries. In the end, the battery management system recorded a total capacity of around 2.1 kilowatt hours of energy, which is actually pretty bloody close to the full theoretical 2.5 kilowatt hours. And we managed to squeeze 18 miles out of this thing, and the max temperature we saw on the batteries was 29 degrees. I think we all need a big think as to what we actually classify as waste, because sadly, planned obsolescence is becoming more and more common. But please let me know what you think to this crazy project in the comments, and let us know what you want to see next, especially as we now have a YouTube project car.
And of course,
Honestly, genuinely incredibly impressive.
it wouldn't be a vape-powered car if it didn't have a vape exhaust.
Oh my. That honestly is super cool. Right, it's a shitbox, it's a bit of a bomb, but even so, that's really cool. That is really, really cool. So I reckon we got time for one more. How long was this one? We could just save this one for next time, though. Did not open the link. Wait.
Speaking of Neary, I've been fantasizing about getting a bunch of 32:9 monitors, making a perfect 360 degrees circle with them, sitting in the middle of the circle on a swivel chair and rocking Neary on this. LUL.
You can't... Wait, can you share the workspace across multiple monitors? Because if you can, that would be hilarious.